bumming with Bob. Let's have a few brews. We'll have some fun with the bum wine crew. So kick your feet up and grab you a beer. 'Cause damn, man, I'm glad that you're here.
All right. This is Bumwine Bob, welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat on the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. We are streaming live here tonight, and you can always listen to the podcast in the archives on Premier Podcast Network, where we bring you the best of the worst in cheap booze, the bottom shelf, bum wine, beers, 40s, malt liquor, all the good stuff you grew up on. Yes, for Loko loyalty in the flesh here, hats, shirts, stickers. We got it all here as we are going to break it all down for you this week on Bum with Bobcat as we have the super top secret mystery box reveal that a good friend of ours, you know him, he is here with us tonight. Roadhouse sent over the mystery box of goodies. Roadhouse, man, how you doing?
Yeah, buddy, I'm doing pretty good. That box is really late.
Hey, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah,
And it made its way here very quick. A lot quicker than the box of the Four Loko Jungle Juice.
yes.
Due to the holiday delay,
Holiday season, yeah.
it made its way after when we would have liked it, but it did make it here. This one here, the box is right here in the fresh. And this is the box, and this box has been well traveled. This box here. This was the same box that I shipped from Florida to myself with the hard Mountain Dew, and then it shipped it from me to you.
Yes.
And then you shipped it back to me. So this box has seen some things, so it's a little beat up, but it made its way here.
It was busting at the seams a little bit, so if you notice all the tape, I made sure it's going to have, it's going to have a couple more.
Don't if people can't say we're not doing our best to help out the environment here.
Correct.
We're doing our best to conserve and reuse and recycle the boxes here as we are shipping things back and forth. As I said last time, I shipped Roadhouse the goodies featuring such things as the Jungle Juice here, which if you're watching or listening and you saw, I did receive my Jungle Juice T-shirt, the new one, for winning the contest. Did they get anything out to you yet over there?
Okay,
I know.
So I sent them a message after you said you got yours, and they said, we went through the list and we thought we had DM'd everybody, but apparently we missed you. And I said, well, my address and everything is up above in this comment section from the last time I won last year. And they're like, okay, it's on its way. But I haven't checked my mail in a couple days, so.
Oh, yeah, it's on its way. It went fairly quick. They are sending it out quick, unlike other places that I've won stuff from that took months and months to send out. Looking at the Pirate Water, which I did hang up behind me here, my little Pirate Water bag they sent me when I was cleaning up some stuff down here the other day, and we did both enter the recent giveaway for whatever it was. I have no idea what it was. I was like, "Oh, here, repost this, and you'll win a Pirate Water giveaway."
I just want the box. That box was the best looking box. Yep.
They do a good job with their packaging and everything, so it worked out well in that case for it. But we'll see. We'll see if they get the stuff out to us there, but might as well just get right into things here because we have a box of goodies here to get into. I was doing some podcast pregame for we're doing here recording. We're live here on Miller Lite Monday, so why not crack open a fine Pilsner beer to get yourself started. But It's not just one pregame that we're getting into here. I have to now dig into this box here because, as we say, you got to get your night started the right way. See, I can't even get in here. This thing's packed so tight. Stuff. So I reach in here. I mean, if you clicked on the video, you know us here because I had to give a little teaser to the people out there to let them know what we were getting into here because this guy was the prophet that willed this drink here into existence because you had the clip in the archives and I almost put it out there because I came across it today where Roadhouse predicted the next flavor of the Four Loko pregame, and that right here was the Four Loko pregame sour cosmic punch that Roadhouse had picked up in his travels a few months back and did crack it open himself. Didn't want to wait, which is fine because I know I've taught him a lot of self-control.
Yes.
To and waiting to crack them open, but this one he couldn't wait to give it. He picked up a couple bottles of it.
I did
and drank that one. So you've had this before.
Yeah. Now tonight I've got sour apple.
Okay, so still in the pregame realm.
Yeah.
Still on the same train, just getting off a different stop.
Help it out with some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. The as we kicked off summer with the white trash PBR bash with Steph last week. If you didn't get a chance to check out that episode of the podcast, that was a doozy. That was a great time. We had a lot of fun.
Oh wow, that was really fun.
We were happy chatting with Steph. Even had to take 2 pee breaks in that episode. So that's usually we get to we try to break it off before we get to the level of having to get to 1.
Right.
But on occasion you get to 1 because it's that hour mark where you get to that level of like, okay, I gotta go. I can't hold it. We need to take a break. But when you get to the level we were at with Steph, we ended at about, I think, an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I think, was it? So we had to take a couple breaks there. Did not have to break out the Big Mouth bottle, which I did try to post the clip on YouTube, which was of the talking about peeing in the bottle, and also had us talking about somebody talking like Joe Biden once he drinks a lot. But for some reason, the clip I kept posting, it was just dying. It was getting no views. So I don't know what the deal was with that one. If somebody's holding us down on the YouTube, but either way, we had you can it's out there on the Bum One Bob YouTube channel. If you're watching this now or listening to the podcast, check out the video versions of the show out there. Subscribe. We're trying to hit that 350 mark as of today. As of right now, we were up to 218.
Oh wow!
Before so slowly but surely, things keep the numbers keep creeping up there for the subscribers to the podcast. So tell your friends to give us a shot and subscribe to that. But I think it's pregame time here as we are both wearing our sponsored Four Loko hats, shirts, and stickers. All the good stuff here, which as we would love to say, hey, Four Loko, this right here is your example of what the people are doing here. So you should show a little more love this way with us here, and especially like that, especially when you have I love Four Loko, my country, and your mom.
Yeah.
So,
And fleshlights.
yes, the Four Loko fleshlights. We're still waiting for them to hit the shelves,
Yeah.
but soon enough. So, all right, it's time to pregame this bad boy here. Crack open, which is okay. Getting the whiff of that brand new sour cosmic punch. Four Loko shot. Smells very similar to the can
Yeah, it does.
of the Warheads sour cosmic punch. So let's give this guy a shot here. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
How you like that?
That's solid. That's a
Yeah.
solid flavor. It tastes just like the Warheads, the can, just without the carbonation
Yeah.
with it.
I don't think I or can remember pouring, pouring that out of the can into a glass, but I know that color isn't that dark as that one.
No, this here, I mean, this color here, I mean, you can see it, and there's no hiding it.
Yeah.
And this is a nice green color to it. But yeah, I don't know. I did pick up a can of just the Four Loko Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch the other day to have for a side by side, which we're not doing that today,
No.
but to keep, I'm going to make sure to keep some of this here to do a little side by side comparison the next time for how does the pregame Sour Cosmic Punch compare to the can of the Warhead Sour Cosmic Punch, which did take number 1 in the Bumwine Bob Four Loko Power Rankings of 2023.
Right.
So keep that in mind. It has an advantage to it in that case.
You need to figure out your top 5 choices of the pregame and do a revisit and bring in the Cosmic Punch this time.
Well, yeah. See, that was the whole issue. Was that no
Yeah.
sooner do I go through? Okay, perfect. I finally got all the flavors of the
Yes.
pregame.
And then we finished up that episode, and somebody had to say something.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, we're Four Loko's releasing the.
Yes. It was less than 2 or 3 days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quick. It was quick. I would say if it was within a week,
Yeah.
I would be amazed at it because you're like, oh, what if they do that? And then next thing you know, boom, here it is. And
Dave said we should make some brass monkeys, but I wouldn't use orange juice. I'd use orange jubilee.
Because we haven't done that, have we? Have we done the?
I don't know. I don't think we've done the brass monkey. I don't recall. We did
I don't
Shooby
know.
Special. We did Sidewalk Slammers. We also did the Hulk or
Yeah, the
Leprechaun.
leprechaun. Yeah, leprechaun. Depending on what time of year.
year.
Yeah, what time of year is it? How festive do you want to be?
We had a big run there of doing like some crazy concoctions, and I think our bodies thank us for taking a break from that.
Yeah, you kind of have to limit the.
Those were pretty rough.
Yeah, it's it's tough. It's tough out there when you're mixing up that stuff and even the Rumble in the Jungle, which wasn't that big of a concoction when you would think about it with the jungle juice of the juice and then the Four Loko jungle juice. You'd say, oh man, that's not that bad. That's not, but it was a lot rougher than than you think it would have been.
Yeah. Was that almost 48 ounces of 14%? Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody knows
Yeah.
that malt beverages hit different, way different. The buzz is different. It comes on different. Last episode, I drank 4 tall boys.
Yeah, I got to give you credit, man. And I was going through, and when I was going back and watching that, I think you finished that first one within 15 minutes. You were done with the
Yeah,
first tall boy
I thought I was
of that,
nursing it.
and and then next thing you know, there's another one, and you show off at the end, and you're like, oh, I'm in it for the long haul. I was like, okay, I got 4 tall boys, and it's like, oh man, we're never gonna be recording that long to have to get through four tall boys at once in
Yeah,
sitting. But if there's one person to do it, Roadhouse is the one that will get the job done for sure. So as we said, when like even Kevin said, he's like, yeah, that guy Roadhouse, man, I felt like I had to keep up with him, man.
yeah, I
He's
love
drinking
that.
so quick. It's like I didn't mean to do it. I wasn't trying to.
Yeah,
You're not going out and trying to drink that fast, but sometimes it.
ever since he made that comment, I kind of been self-conscious about it and try to make myself pace myself. Then I'm not acting natural.
Yeah. Yeah, and want to give a shout out to anybody out here who's joining us here live. We have our good buddy David here in the chat who
Always.
said he tried the bowl today for the first time. It was excellent. Came in at 8.5%. Felt pretty good. I think he had the high gravity bowl, the gold one.
Yeah.
And he was telling me he was out there searching and found like a store that was like the mecca of malt liquor and 40s and everything, and just that feeling, and we know that feeling you get when you walk into that
Sure.
store and you see things you've never seen before, or you've never had the opportunity to drink, or you get your hands on it. It's such a great feeling.
I'm sure the first picture he sent us was in the parking lot at the store.
Yeah, yeah. It was like look at this, and he was saying there
Yeah.
was even more stuff there that he wishes he would have picked up, just didn't have the hands to, to carry everything. It's like, can I get a pallet of all this stuff here? And
Yes.
just hey, can you guys ship this? Can you bring it to my house? How about that?
They have 2 lanes at the store I go to. One is where everybody checks out, and the second lane's where I check out. So they don't use that register too often.
Well,
I
that's just
walk
for
in there and
you.
I just
That's
start
like your own.
stacking. Yeah. And they know when I'm finished, I'll come up with the big case of beer or the 30 pack and set it on the counter, and they know I'm done at that point. Of course, I get the box and all that noise. But I was looking at Dave's post today from where he poured that bull out into a glass. I've never done that, and I was surprised how dark and rich that beer looked in that picture.
Yeah, a lot of those you don't realize because you get the cans in, and when I
Yeah,
get like a tall can, I rarely ever pour it out
yeah.
into anything. It's just you get the can, you drink it, that's it. I mean, I'm not one that really, in general, that will even with a can of beer.
Sometimes the can doesn't even leave the brown bag. It stays in the brown bag.
Yeah, hey, whatever works, man. You got to
Yeah.
do what you got to do out there.
So yeah, I never thought really until we started doing this podcast and pouring our beers in glasses, our bottom shelf beers,
Yeah,
our
and
malt
even
liquor.
that's only on special occasions. It's like
Yeah,
if we're doing something just to compare. And like he said too, he said St. Ives I never expected to see, but there it was on the bottom shelf. And yeah, when you walk into that store and you're looking and you're like, oh shit, there it is.
yeah,
There's the thing. That's what I've been looking for. And I know for him, he's been searching for the St. Ives. I know he's been asking me, he's like, He's like, where do I get the St. Ides?
Yeah. Did you see 2 comments by Hector there?
See, yeah, oh yeah, Hector's here. Hector's here. I talking about Four Loko here. I can't even finish one tall can of it. I find them too strong and get a dirty hangover.
Keep trying.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste, and I guess it depends on what flavor Four Loko are you drinking.
Yeah. What about the next guy?
That too, and yes, the asking, did you ever try the hemp flavor Four Loko that was discontinued? Yes, I did have the pleasure of of trying the hemp Four Loko. It is in the archives at bumwinebob.com, and I did do a podcast while drinking with it. I'm trying to think of what it was because it wasn't one where I was specifically drinking it to drink it on the podcast, but I think I was talking. If I
Yeah.
think what it was it what I forget the guy's name. It was one of the male porn stars. It was Johnny. I forget
Johnny,
what I forget what name it was, but I was talking with him while I was drinking it. So we did discuss it during the podcast. But yeah, that hemp flavor, David giving his support there. You can do it, Hector. See, that's weird. We're a very supportive community here.
Correct.
To know, so you can do it. And then yeah, David said he also picked up the peach Four Loko, but haven't gotten to it yet. So I like the peach. A lot of people don't like the peach Four Loko, but when I had it the last time, I thought it was decent.
If you can't find the hemp in your area at all, the next time you mow grass, turn your mower sideways and scrape all that grass that sticks to the deck and wring it out into a glass. You'll probably be better.
Yeah, I was gonna say throw it in the blender.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna be quite like what I did yesterday when I mixed up my Steel Reserve, my Tiki Island Punch here with my Rita's Island Fusion Italian Ice. That was a nice slushy, perfect combination.
I bet
for the 90-degree hot ass weather out there to mix that up there because I was like waiting for the perfect day. I'm like, okay, I got to do another one. I picked up a couple of those cans when I was at my travels a few months back. So I was like, all right, today's the day to do it. Cranked it open, mixed it up. Great concoction. If you can get your hands on that Tiki Steel Reserve, the Island, the hell's the name of it there? The Island Punch. That's one that you want to give a shot and try out.
I'm so bad about that. I overlook the Steel Reserve all the time. And the malt beverages and the Four Lokos, I like them pretty good, but it isn't my first choice, so I never really give it the love it probably deserves when I go in there.
Yeah, it comes in and you're like, oh, it's only at 8%, so it's not as crazy, it's not as high on the percentage. And they've said you gotta get the cherry slushy too. That's the one I did.
Yes.
I still have I have one can of the cherry slushy left here that I'm gonna mix up and do an actual slushy probably on its own to give that a shot next. So
gotcha.
So we do the concoctions here. I mean, this is all the good stuff here. I'm gonna say, get out there, you gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel, tell your friends. This is where you can find the best of the worst in cheap booze, the stuff that the people out there aren't talking about.
Right.
We cover here each and every week for you on the podcast. And 350, the Manischewitz Wine Challenge.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not, especially after that short you put out the other day, showing all the different bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at that time of the day, I was ready to start drinking, and probably would have drank any one of those at that point. And I'm like, all right. So I immediately went over and seen what our count was on your YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, I got time.
Yeah, but people say it's actually not bad. I when I posted that, I had one person comment who said anyone who like me grew up in a Jewish household would be able to ace this. And then I know there was another comment on the video itself here. What they say? Said that's not even a bad wine. And somebody who just stumbled across the video said, "I subscribed. Hope it helps." So thank you. Appreciate that for somebody just stumbling across it and saying, "Hey." See, and Hector here said he had the Island Punch and the Strawberry Daiquiri of the Tiki series, and
Oh wow.
yeah, the Strawberry Daiquiri. I still have one can of that left. That one wasn't as good as the Island Punch, but not bad, not bad. I don't think they're not making the Strawberry Daiquiri one anymore because that's like, you can tell the Strawberry Daiquiri is a iffy flavor to hit all the time. So you never know with that one there. But I think it's time to dive into the mystery box.
One more
for another treat to see here. See what we got here. What's hiding in the box there. And here we have the Hard Mountain Dew Livewire. Right there.
I found one last can hiding.
That. Yeah, see, one of the one last straggler hiding in the back of the fridge over there. After last night, I finally finished off my last can of it was the black cherry I had left from my original pack of Hard Mountain Dew that made its way here in this very box right here. So it was only fitting to finish that off before cracking open the latest variety from the Hard Mountain Dew, which still hasn't made its way out here. I think it was West Virginia. I think they just posted the other day that they finally expanded to, but not New Jersey. We're still.
It took a long time to get it here, and now it's everywhere, and you can get it, in variety 12-ounce cans. But now they have the big tall boys at 24-ounce cans of these on all the flavors.
Okay. So
the whole variety pack of these were really good. You got to try them once before, though, right? Like Baja Blast and regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah. I had the original variety pack of the original Mountain Dew, the Baja Blast, watermelon, and black cherry.
Yes,
were the ones that I got, but I think they took out the black cherry. It was what? Did you? Watermelon was the one
you had. Cherry.
Okay, so I think it was the watermelon. I think they took out and then put Livewire in its place because the watermelon and black cherry were the two flavors that I was like, I think the watermelon was better than the black cherry, but I had the black cherry last night and I was like, this isn't bad. I think I ranked it on the bottom of the list, but it wasn't too offensive compared to the rest of them. But
I like the Baja Blast the best. I really like
that was my favorite. I like the original one, but as David says here, they all have all the hard dews have a heavy diet pop taste, which yes, they all do because with the artificial sweetener is zero sugar, so you do get that diet soda flavor to it.
Well, let's crack this.
All right, let's crack this bad boy open. Let's get a little Livewire action here.
I keep thinking that Motley Crue song.
Yeah. See? All right.
Yep.
All right. Smells good.
It's pretty good. I like it.
That is good. Yeah, you have to go into it knowing that is the zero sugar, so it's going to have that artificial sweetener taste to it.
Well,
so it's not like you're cracking
zero
open.
Sugar is huge on the can.
Yeah.
So they announce it real big, so you can expect having that Splenda taste or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. So it's your orange. I mean, I know when Mountain Dew Livewire first came out,
Yes.
years ago. I mean, that was like crack. I mean, it was
Yes.
like a friend of mine. Like all he would drink was just getting the Livewire. Anywhere we went, somewhere we went to 7-Eleven to get something. He's got to come out with the big bottle of Livewire,
Yeah.
and and it was definitely a solid drink. And for the 100 calories they get you on this guy here for a 12-ounce can, definitely you don't taste any alcohol in any of these Mountain Dews, but you do get that artificial sweetener taste to it. So, that's for Efren out there, buddy. Hopefully you're out there listening or watching along, enjoying this.
That
But
one had some depth to it.
yeah, hey man. But if you don't mind that diet soda taste, then this is right up your alley. Just add in the booze with it.
Yep.
And you're
I
good
like
to
it.
go.
I don't think I could do one after another, but I definitely could slide one in about every 3 or 4 beers or something like that.
Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, I wouldn't sit here all day drinking them. The only time I drank all of them in one sitting was when we did it for the first time, and I did it with the grocery gamblers.
Right.
We went through and did the 4 of them, as the taste test to rank everything. But yeah, I wouldn't go out of my way to drink more than one in a sitting. You said maybe have one, have a couple beers, and then maybe a couple hours later, you're like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood now for a Livewire or a Baja Blast or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, and Dave said he had to drive to Indiana to get his. So, I mean, they've been rolling this stuff out, though, slow.
Yeah, they were.
So damn slow. I mean, it's how many years now? I mean,
they've been going 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's been a while with this stuff, and they're constantly just.
I would have
like
thought
it's like every 3 months they say, okay, here's a new state, and there's 50 states they got to get to, and I don't even know how many they're up to now.
Yeah, I would have really thought that Mountain Dew, introducing the hard Mountain Dew, would have really released it hardcore in the South, because people use Mountain Dew for Listerine down here.
It's multi-purpose. No, it doesn't matter. Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Brunch. Doesn't matter. Late night, early morning.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. they're gonna load up that Mountain Dew for you.
Now going between the sour apple and the orange Livewire. No, it don't work.
And let me see. Let me try a little sip of the here. Do a
There you go.
a little Livewire.
It's like eating an orange after you brush your teeth.
Yeah. Okay, it's interesting.
Yeah,
not bad.
You did it.
Yeah. We're not mixing them. That's that's where we know our limits here, folks. We know where to draw the line with it.
Yeah. Well, not to rush anything, I did send you one more can.
That's true. There is.
I know you're not big on the flavor profiles that's in this, but the can itself was so interesting that I had to buy it. Personally, I like it. I've already had a can of it, and then I held off so we could do this one together. So if you're ready, I'm ready.
Ready? All right. We'll dive into the mystery box one more time.
Yeah.
What else we got here, because this one's a little, I was gonna say a little different, a little on the higher end, on the on the craft beer
It
side of
is.
things. So, but it gets an A+ for packaging, and that is the High Creek fruit punch sour ale.
By
So
Sugar Creek
Sugar
Brewing
Creek
Company.
Brewing Company. 1 pint. It's 6.0% ABV.
I love the can.
Yeah, no, it's
And
definitely a great can. Great artwork on this thing.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Brewed in can by the Sugar Creek Brewing Company, 215 Southside Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina, 28217. Now, this is a sour ale, and yeah, I'm not huge on the sour ale, but I have had some that are good. I had one that my friend gave me a few months back
Right.
that was similar, it was a fruit punch sour ale, and it literally tasted just like a Hawaiian punch.
Oh wow.
And because
That's
I was on the fence because he gave me once before a sour
Yeah.
ale, and I'll take a sip, and I'm like, okay, I mean,
Ooh.
I'm like, this is not for me. I'm like, you, that's for you, man. You go all out, you enjoy that. But this one, he's like, here, try this one. I took a sip, and I'm like, it was just a hint of sour, and I'm like, this is just like a Hawaiian punch. I'm like, this is fruit punch. I'm like, this is pretty good.
Yes.
So be interesting to see how this one is, if it's on the super sour side or if it's just that hint of sour. I mean, you've had it, so you know.
I know.
So we'll see. Let's crack this bad boy open here and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, I smell the smells fruity.
Yep.
So all right. Cheers.
Cheers. That's sour.
It is sour.
I love it.
All right, let's go in for one more.
Go. I like it. It makes my mouth water. It like gets everything working in my mouth. It's just
It does. It does. It wakes you up.
yes.
It gets that that surge through
Yeah.
you when you take that sip of it. And
Like I literally moved my tongue over the entire surface of my side jaws, roof, bottom,
yeah.
lip.
But and it's similar to like some of those drinks that are like the sugary ones, but it's not that same type.
Yeah.
Because it's not the sugar taste where you're like, all right, I feel like I got to go brush my teeth after it. But you take that sip and you get that tingle with it.
Yes. I know it's not your bag of tricks, but I know
It's not bad. I can definitely drink it.
Yeah.
But it's something I would go out of my way to pick up again. Probably
Right.
not.
Right.
But it is good.
That's
It
because
does have
we're cheap.
it does have the
asses.
fruity. It has the fruity taste to it.
Yep. Well, good. It wasn't a total disappointment for you.
No. Like, this is the worst shit I ever had. All right, let's just throw it out of here.
No, you're not throwing it out.
No, you can definitely drink it. Definitely only one I'd only have one of.
I'm glad I held on to it for this moment because I liked it so much. It was a 4-pack. I drank 2 right off. So I've been staring at these since what, April?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. April 13th, matter of fact. So I've been looking at these in the fridge since then, and I've been dying to bust them into them. But no, I got to send one to Bob, and it's been in the box for about another month, waiting to ship out. And stupid Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Can't
you're
make it to
just
the
you're just
post
building
office.
up the suspense for it.
I've been busy.
It's a long way to go. It happens, you know.
It's a long drive to town.
I was gonna say, and how much did they hit you for the? Was this a 4-pack of
Yeah,
them?
4-pack. I think it was $10.99 or $11.99, something like that.
Okay, and that's
I don't
the
think
usual.
Yes, craft beer price. Yeah, and I don't
Yeah,
mind. I don't mind splurging on that. If it's good, I don't.
yeah. It's like the same price for like the Stone Cold, the Broken Skull
Yep.
beers out there. Because anytime I see those, and it's the 4-pack, 16-ounce cans
Yeah.
for like $12.99, which is funny. It's like which I like the American lager of the Broken Skull a lot better than the IPA because
Right.
I'm not an IPA guy, and that's like usually $11.99 for a 4-pack, and the IPA is usually like $14.99. So I'm like,
That don't make any
I
sense either because IPA, the brewing process is so much shorter than a lager. That's what makes it IPAs because they cut it short.
yeah,
And that
but I
never
think
makes
but people think IPAs are fancier. I
no,
think
no,
is
it's
the whole
it's
reasoning
like
behind it.
Bach beer or gutter beer. It's like it's it's like the ferment time is cut in half from regular lagers. It's
Well,
it's,
if you like
it's
eating,
dumb.
if you
It's
like
the cheapest.
drinking pine cones, then go for your
Correct.
IPAs.
It's the cheapest brewing process there is, and people pay the most money for it.
Mm-hmm.
You take and this goes from experience of brewing beers. And when I would make, uh, say, porters, I love a porter. My grain build was $70, $80, and it would only make 2 cases of beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it was month and a half or better before I even bottled it. I could do an IPA in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, yeah. And even Dave said here, craft beer seems to be way overpriced for what it is. For what a 6-pack costs, you could probably get a 12 or 24-pack of regular beer, which is always
Word.
true.
True.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can get just what you said for $11.99 for a 4-pack of this the High Creek. You could get a 12-pack of a Miller Lite, or even for a few bucks cheaper, a 12-pack of PBR.
Yeah.
So that's the trade off with it is the and what we always go for. We go for here the best bang for the buck
We do.
when it comes to the booze. But every once in a while, you feel like splurging, or
Yep.
you see something that's interesting, or they get you with the gimmick of the
The
packaging, or
can got me. Yes.
you see something like this, you're like, oh, high C. I mean, you know exactly what they're going for with it, with the high C, trying to bring in the
I mean, you
high
get
C
some
crowd.
fancy craft beer like this.
That'll only run you like $1.49 right there
Yeah. It'll
for
put
that
you.
boy.
It'll put you out.
Yeah, yeah,
That's fancy.
yeah. Well, hey, that's been the slow brewed process, triple, the extra X,
Yeah. X X X X.
Yeah.
Extra.
the the extra X. What does the extra X stand for? I don't know. It's
Who
just
cares?
more X's.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. But but as we were talking about there about new beers, and I had something else to bring up,
Okay.
and that was another new beer that just hit the market, which is another one that's slowly making its way around, and that is the Hulk Hogan's
Yes.
Real American beer. As we see here, the right here, look at that, the Real American beer, which is slowly making its way around. That kind of came out of nowhere,
It did.
and
That's
and
why I'm laughing.
and they came out and they said, "Hey, we're releasing this beer," and even David just said, "Isn't that available only in Minnesota?" And Minnesota, they started in Florida.
Yeah, they're in
They,
Illinois now. He hit Chicago, wasn't it?
I don't know if they hit Chicago yet.
Yeah,
They've
I
been
think
like
he was in
driving around
Chicago,
Minnesota for like a week now.
But it was just like wake up the other morning, boom, Hulk Hogan and his new beer.
I know. It's like, oh, we Hulk Hogan has beer now, and it's gonna bring America back together again. Okay, all right, hey,
Did
kudos
you
to
go
him
down
for
and
it.
read any of the comments when he first announced it? There was so much hate coming on because apparently a week earlier he was on a podcast saying he's clean and sober. He's turned his life over to the Lord and he's moving forward with a brand new beer company.
Well, I know he did say a few years ago, because he was a big drinker. I know he would post a lot of pictures of him with a Miller Lite can. I think that was like his go-to beers was that.
Yeah.
And would go out there and say, and then a few years ago he said, "Oh, brother, I gotta cut back on the beers."
Respect.
But I don't know if that meant he was actually cutting it out fully, or if he was just slowing back on it. So when he comes out with his own beer, it was like, oh, that's interesting to see. And then I'm watching the videos, and yeah, he does show himself, cracking it open, and he does take he is drinking it.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, is he doing it? Is he not drinking? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm looking at their Instagram right now. So I think you and I are like one of the first 200s, if I remember correctly. I know it was under 200 when I subscribed to start following. He's up to 7,000 followers now. But the last post, I'm pretty sure they showed him up there in, I want to say Chicago.
Yeah, I know they was making his rounds. I don't know. The
Yeah.
last ones I saw was the Minnesota ones, and I know it was in Florida first, which is his home base there.
Okay. Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm wrong. Well, I'm curious. I can't wait to try it. And I thought you could order. It looked like you could order it online, but their webpage is kind of in their infancy right now because they just sprung it out of nowhere.
Yeah, they are. They're still working on the I think on that side of things with it. There, it's like I said, it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's what I don't understand. One is that these guys roll this stuff out like the hard Mountain Dew, and they put all the hype behind it, but no availability for months or years at a time. So the hype's all gone. Excitement of getting hard Mountain Dew left 2 weeks after I found out it wasn't even in my area. Same with this, I'm all excited for Hogan's beer. I'd go out and buy a couple cases of it. But by the time it gets freed up and in our area, it's just like, all right, I'm still going to try it.
Right. It's going to make its way to you eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's just waiting for the right time for it to actually show up over here.
That's whack. So much for that pregame last to me. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So this High Creek, this is interesting. It's
What do you say? You should have a jabroni beer.
yeah.
You can know your role and shut your hole.
Yeah. See, look at that, man. See, the mystery box of goodies here is now empty.
Yeah.
So you have there.
It's
But
too bad.
I still got a little of the Livewire here.
So you can help me out here on my wrestling trivia. I know The Rock always jabroni, shut your hole, or who always said shut your hole, Mooney? Was that Jesse the Body?
I wanted to when you said that now, I don't know if it was Jesse the Body or I want to say Rick Rude would have been one or two that would have
Shut your hole, Mooney.
yeah, but it could have been Jesse the Body.
Yeah,
too. That could have
he
been.
was a
I could see that.
commentator.
Yeah, if you're going on the commentary side of things, yes, Jesse the Body for sure. I could see saying that, but on the wrestler side, I would say Rick Rude.
Yeah,
would be one.
Because The Rock said, "Know your role and shut your mouth."
Mm-hmm.
But I remember, shut your hole.
Hey, know your role, shut your hole. Whatever.
Yeah. Shut your hole, Mooney.
Yeah.
And Mooney was he was a backstage commentator, wasn't he?
Yeah. The backstage interviewer, like the Mean Gene type.
Yes. It just goes to show my brain is fried.
Hey, all the years of drinking all these will do that to you there.
Yeah.
But so
Sean Mooney. Dave's on it.
Yeah. I know. Going through that and all the also I know David. He told me he's a big old school wrestling fan.
Yeah.
As well. So
I mean, that's how every Saturday morning spent at my house is on Peacock watching. First half of the day is old wrestling. Trying to bring my wife up to date on. She's all into today's wrestling. I don't even watch it hardly. Barely.
Yeah. Well, it's starting to pick up.
Did you hear the news today?
What was that?
The WWE will now be on Netflix with no censorship.
I did see that. I saw that, yeah, because people were wondering what it would be like with the move to Netflix when it's like, okay, you're not being regulated by cable TV standards.
Yeah, I was watching that on the Pat McAfee show this morning. They had Triple H on, and he made the announcement this morning straight on there. I was like, well, holy shit, no more PG.
Yeah, so it's like you get more leniency with it of how do you want to use the program.
Yeah.
And I doubt it's going to be like dropping F-bombs.
No, I hope they don't get too raunchy with it.
No, I don't think they're going to get to that level just because of how it is. We still have the kids watching. You still have sponsors. There's still a lot to work with.
Yeah, you don't want to alienate the kids because they're your lifetime members, like we are now.
Yeah, but you do have to kind of mold with the times and change things up a little bit.
True.
So it'll be interesting to see where they go with it. If you really embrace that, like the Attitude Era, DX suck it type
Sure.
stuff or not.
The DX, the birth of NWO, and where would wrestling be if we didn't have Kevin Nash and Scott Hall?
Yeah.
If they just, oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Give me 2
They
seconds. My
made-
dog's up here going crazy. We're gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Okay.
Really quick. And I gotta see what this stupid dog's upstairs barking about. So tell you people out there, talk amongst yourselves
Yeah.
out there. And grab your drink and refuel really quick.
Yeah,
And you
maybe
can,
I'll go grab
and you
more
can
beer.
I was gonna say, and you can at home you can watch take in the latest 24s in 2024 right there, live, raw. You got it. Enjoy.
Honestly, thought this was going to be a 20-minute podcast, but yeah, I'll go grab more beer. Good shit. I got one, Dave. I got one in the bottom of the fridge. I don't even know where I could type to respond to you. Axe. We had Axe last summer, I think. We did Axe and Earthquake. I had 2 more edges this week. I really like them. Yeah, I hate how everything's regional too. I've complained about that for 20 years. Yeah, the edge is good. Usually it's my dogs that are barking, not his. We don't do. So we got 3 viewers from YouTube and 204 from X or Twitter. You guys on X should rotate over to YouTube and subscribe. That would make us hit our 350, and then we could do Manischewitz. Oh, Manischewitz. I saw the Glass 40s of Old English and Colt 45 in the Detroit area. You do a lot of traveling, don't you, David? Beer hunting, yeah.
All right, we're back in business here.
You straighten them crazy dogs out.
Man, it's always hey. That's when you're live, folks. That's what happens. I'm saying, I'm like, what the fuck are you barking
It's usually
at?
my
Like,
dog. It's usually my dog because right outside my window, she just let him out right now. So usually this time of night she lets him out, and there's deer in the front yard, and then they go ape shit. This is my house. Rah, 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 rah.
I know. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. No, but don't worry. Hey, if you're out there, the brief intermission for the podcast, there hopefully had time to restock your drinks or to call up your friends, tell them to. Oh, there's the bling bling, baby. See, I didn't know we were getting that crazy, but hey,
We
here
ain't getting that crazy,
No.
but it's been in the fridge for a few days, and I'm dying to crack it and just nurse it. I'm
yeah,
not.
just get that swig.
I mean, I got a
the,
couple more of these.
Just got to get that little swig of that
That's
bling
no,
bling in your veins.
Tonight's going to be real quick, 20, 30 minutes tops. And here we go.
See, and here we are. We're still going. But we only have a couple things left here on the on the docket to cover here this week. But we'll let Roadhouse here crack open that bling bling blue raspberry. Get that sweet.
I've missed you. Ooh, that's good.
Now, there was something that somebody did post on, because a few days ago I cracked open some bling bling and I posted a little video by the pool.
Yes.
With the bling bling blue raspberry, and somebody did post on video and said, just to see people drink this stuff, job security for me. LOL. New flavors coming soon. Strawberryta and margarita is called Fade Punch, but it's literally just a newer 2020. So I don't know who this is.
He's an insider,
or if it's I said job security for me. So I don't know if that's saying.
Yeah, he's leaking some inside information.
Yeah, I'm like, what is this? Is there a new flavor coming out? What is this? So I don't know. So we're always trying to be on the front lines. I think so, probably, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see the label, but there's too much frost on it. This motherfucker is cold.
Well, this is what we got to get. You got to get it nice and chilled, especially this time of year.
It's like that story I shared the other day. Of course, I'm drinking. This guy, the bartender, has a wife and kids. I got to
yeah. I wasn't gonna drink tonight, but the liquor store owner has a wife and kids that need support. So I don't want to be mean or anything. So
I can't put another thing in this trash can in this studio.
I started to clean up here the other day, and as I said, I mean, as you saw for the brief intermission, I put up the picture of the latest lineup of the 24s in 2024.
Yes,
and I have them all, lined up in front of the TV down here. Yeah. But it's getting to the point where you're gonna get there's no room to actually watch the TV
Yeah.
anymore. So I might have to soon enough, since we're halfway through the year now.
Did you see the
And
comment I made on that?
yeah, how much smell
I can smell that
smell
picture.
that? Yeah. So I might have to find a new spot to put them, because I want to keep them all out. And I want to put them all together. I mean, I can keep stacking them up higher and higher and go around, but then you're losing the TV room. So it's tough. I'll see what I can work on, see
Yeah.
what I can do about that stuff there. But David here's asking, he said, how about that bad beer list?
Yeah.
So
How about that
he's chomping at the bit, because our good buddy David here, if you don't know him, you can follow him on Instagram at his handle there at Beer Guy 76, where you can see all the good stuff that he picks up there.
Yeah.
As he was talking about the bowl and the St. Ides, the King Cobra, Colt 45, Old English Mickey's. He's
Well-traveled
been
beer
going
hunter.
through. I know he's been out there searching high and low for everything. And a few months back, Roadhouse and myself here, we did have a little discussion about some of the bad beer lists that are there. It's like, oh, hey, 10 worst beers, 25 worst beers. And doesn't matter if it's today or 5 years ago or 10 years ago. I think since the beginning of the internet, there's been some website
Yes.
that says, "Oh, hey, here's the worst beers in
And
the
it's
world
very
ranked by."
subjective. Ugh.
Yeah, it's like, here, these are the worst beers in the world. Who would drink this stuff? And David
None of my
came
friends.
across one
Yeah.
and sent it over to me. And let's see here. I'm gonna go through here, see if I can
I've got
bring
it
it up here. Try to see if I can share this just for the people at home, if they're watching along or if they're listening, you can see
Okay.
somewhat of
Good.
the thing here. So we'll see what we can.
Can you roll it up just a little bit?
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't
Alright.
watch the
Oh, look at
NASDAQ.
NASDAQ. buddy.
NASDAQ. Yeah.
Yeah, NASDAQ.
Let's see what we can get here.
So we start off with
So this is from two weeks ago.
all right.
A story by Andrea Vale, whoever that is. I've never heard of her. I don't know.
I think she's communist.
Well, going off this list, you never know.
Yeah. That's why I say this,
Yeah. So the worst beers in the world according to Beer Advocate. Now, Beer Advocate, if you don't know, is a beer rankings website. The same site we were looking at some of the reviews for Camo when we were going off of the Camo list.
Yeah.
These are the 25 worst beers using the rankings for Beer Advocate as of May 2024. This list was created using those who the worst rank beers with more than. See, this is my first thing saying worst rank amongst beers with more than 100 rankings. Now, 100 is a very small number to start with.
Correct.
For beer rankings. So you'll see.
Yeah.
So let's start the list here. Number 25 is Heineken Premium Light Lager.
Now, here's my opinion on Heineken. I don't mind Heineken, but I think Heineken in a can is better than the bottle. So you get the tall boys of Heineken. You can find them; they're great. The problem with the bottles is Heineken isn't a very popular beer, so you don't know what your shelf life is when you buy it.
Right. True. Very true.
So,
true. So Heineken Light Lager. Okay. I mean, hit and miss. I can deal with it. I can drink it. Whatever.
Yes.
Okay. No, slideshow continues. Oh, best
Oh, look at that.
AI
AI.
viewing software. Okay. 24 Corona Extra.
I like Corona.
I mean, I like Corona. I don't think it belongs on a bad beer list at all.
Not at
Average
all.
rating of 2.37 out of 5,636 votes. And I didn't see what was for the. Okay, Heineken was 2.38 out of 1,062 votes. So Corona. Okay, number 23, Kirin Light Beer. Honestly, I've never
Never heard of it.
never had it. And this right here, look, 229 votes.
Yeah, moving on.
I think that you should not have anything. I know they said, oh, anything with 100 or more votes.
Yeah.
But still, this right here is already putting a blemish on your ranking list here.
Yeah.
22
3.2%.
Tecate Light.
Yeah.
347 votes. I've had Tecate before. I don't think I've ever had Tecate Light, but I've had the regular and a couple other varieties, and I've never had an issue with it. It's similar to a Corona type beer, one of the Mexican beers.
Cerveza.
Yeah, Cerveza, not offensive in my eyes.
No, very, very refreshing beer. All of them are. Just like Corona is.
Yeah.
You're not drinking those beers to get hammered. You're drinking for the, just the pure enjoyment and eating all this chips and salsa.
Yeah, salsa, tacos, burritos.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Just load them up. All
right, this one's
right. Number 21, Old Milwaukee. 100 votes at 2.16. I don't know who is voting Old Milwaukee that low.
I'm an Old Milwaukee guy. I just finished up a 30-pack. And my next round was PBR.
Mm-hmm.
And the week before that was Miller Lite. It's in my rotation. Old Milwaukee's a solid beer.
Yeah, I think that's another one on like the same PBR level.
Yeah.
Of a solid, easy drinking beer.
This next one strikes a nerve.
Colt 45 malt liquor, number 20.
Look how many
on
votes.
the 25 votes out of 996 votes.
Come on, bro.
An average rating of 2.29. Colt 45 generally turns off drinkers with his overpowering booziness. Says who? Who says? See? This is like, tell me you don't know anything about beer, writing a beer article for MSN. That you're. I mean,
whoever wrote this article is a stunt double for Little Richard in gay movies.
Look, a beer model to imitate malt liquor is unorthodox enough to require a star-studded PR campaign to encourage consumption. Various celebrities have promoted the drink. Most recently, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
I think that was like 20 years ago Snoop Dogg was promoting it, but hey, why would we do, research on this? I mean, we could just go to Beer Advocate and get the whoever has 100 votes.
Yeah, and whoever has Colt 45 on draft, I need to know because I'm going to fucking fly there.
Yeah. we will go there on location to do a podcast.
Fuck.
And then number 19, St. Ives High Gravity Malt Liquor.
Oh, look at that fancy picture.
Like this is not like, and this and this is another thing too, is like this one here. That's not Colt 45. This is some random ass picture of a thing. Can you at least get your pictures correct?
No,
at least that's a can of Old
St. Ives is like 3 or 4 spent 9mm casings. Crushed up pack of Newports, maybe like a Trojan condom package that's already been torn open and on the side, and gravel on the curb. That's how you put St. Ives. Not on a barrel with a fucking duck feathers ass.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god.
St. Ives Noble providing alcohol content higher than malt liquor. What it lacks in flavor balance, it makes up in pop culture lore. The beer has been endorsed by a slew of famous rappers, including Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, Ice Cube, Wu-Tang Clan, Dr. Dre, and Eminem.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's actually true. I know the Ice Cube for sure,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I've ever seen
I
Dr. Dre and Eminem. I mean, maybe in a pop-up, but not on a national level of commercials. We'd have to get into the we'd have to dig a little deeper on that one to see.
All right. Let's move on. Labatt's Blue. I agree. I mean, who's drinking Labatt's? Not me.
Yeah, okay. Number 18, Labatt Blue Light. I mean, I've had Labatt. I mean, I think this is like an inoffensive beer for the most part.
Yeah.
For people, it's just a Canadian light beer.
Yes.
That's essentially what it is.
And it's very dumbed down for us Americans.
Yeah.
Because
Then
when I was in
Stroh's.
Canada and had Labatt's,
Mhm.
it was the bomb.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
get
that's
it
what
here.
people
And
say.
it's,
That's what people say. You have to have it in Canada. Is
yes.
really what it works for. The
It'll knock your
imported,
dick in the dirt.
it's not. Yeah, it's not quite the same.
Yep.
And number 17 here, Stroh's Light, which I don't think I've never had before. But I think like only 102 votes. I mean, you're really scraping the bottom of
Yes.
the barrel when it comes to this one. So I think the threshold should have been a little higher than 100 votes
Yeah.
for a beer. Number 16, Lucky Lager out of the Labatt Brewing in Canada. Another one, 122 votes. I've never
Never heard
had
of
it before. Don't know. Can't comment on that guy. Number 15, Coors Light.
What the fuck? I mean, seriously. Coors Light. Look how many votes it had.
Yeah, 5,000.
Coors Light is fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just a watery taste and overly carbonated texture that has gained a Coors Light pushback. It was called out by the Federal Trade Commission for allegedly misleading consumers and thinking it had achieved scientific guarantee of freshness with the world's most refreshing can and beer on the inside, science on the outside. Who says this stuff? Like
Hipsters.
Yeah.
They wear
Like-
skinny
like-
jeans, flannel shirts, and suspenders.
That's what I said. You could probably say, this Andrea Vale, who came up with this story, I can guarantee is probably an early 20s
Yeah.
hipster type that's like, oh, let me do an article for MSN about these bad beers, and I'll just pull this shit off the internet and see what I can find.
She has a future with CNN.
Yeah. And here we go. 14, Red Dog.
All right, so they're gonna pick on discontinued beer.
Yeah. But they don't even know that too. They're like, oh, it's hard to find in stores today. Well, it's hard to find because they don't make it anymore.
Yeah, you.
That's
dumb
why.
fuck. And it was really fucking good.
Yeah. 13, Keystone Lager.
Yeah.
Which I've never had the Keystone Lager before. I've had the other one that's going to be coming up here shortly, so I can't say this. But another one here, 1.9 out of 148 votes. So still. Number 12, Corona Light.
I've never had Corona Light because there's no alcohol in regular Corona Extra.
Yeah, it's a Corona just on the cutting it down a little bit more.
Yeah,
So it's not like I'm okay. I'm just gonna go on from there. Number 11, Bush Ice, which I've had it. I have no problem with Bush Ice.
Milwaukee's best.
Milwaukee's best.
All right, so it's not great. It's not bad. It's a good budget beer. if you drink a lot of beer from sun up to sundown, if I was a full-blown drink me 30, 40 beers a day, every day, this would be my choice. Because you're looking at $17, $18 for a 24 pack all day long.
Yeah, it'll
Like
work.
that one dude, Roll Tide. I don't know his name, but I fucking crack up at him all the time. Excuse me.
Yeah, so number 10, number 9, we got.
Yeah.
We went too far. All right,
Yeah.
Bud Light.
Bud Light.
It's not my favorite light beer by any means, but
Yeah.
it's a light beer. It's gonna. People say, "Oh, well, it's Bud Light." Okay, well, it's still beer.
I
That's
didn't
the
mind
only
Light.
choice.
I didn't mind Bud Light, but the controversy over the last year or two, I can't even bring myself to look at it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going out of my way these days to buy it, but
before that, I was, it was in my regular rotation of Old Milwaukee, Miller Lite, Natty Light, Bud Light, Bush Light, all that was in my rotation. So I just.
Yeah, it wasn't my go-to light beer by any means.
No.
If it was there and that's what you were drinking, then okay, cool. You go for it, you drink it.
Yeah.
But
I live close to a pretty big lake where everybody comes on the weekend, and I can go down there on a Friday, Saturday night and drink 20 Bud Lights for free. Because everybody has them in their cooler.
Yeah.
So get kind of strapped for cash. You go to the lake, hang out with all of the. You don't even have to know the people.
Hey,
you just
any
around.
Any free beer is good beer.
Yes, you just wander around all night, and people. I'm a man of the people.
Yeah. That's it. The people, Roadhouse, man of the people is Roadhouse over here. You should know that at this point here. And number 8, Milwaukee's Best Light. We talked about Milwaukee's Best, and this is just the light version. Another on the budget light beer spectrum over here. The light beast.
Yes, light beast.
But I mean, it has that light beer, cheap light beer taste to it, but it's fine. I have no issue with it. Number 7, Miller's 64.
Yeah.
I mean, this I can see these 64 calorie, the low ones. These have never been good, so these I can see putting on the list. I might have had this once. I
don't know if I have.
And I think it was only because I had it at somebody's house, and that was like what they had. It was like, oh yeah, I had this. It was like, oh, let me try it and see the 64 calorie light beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
this was Miller's.
Why does it matter? I have this right here. I have this guy here. This is 99 calories.
Yes. This was Miller's answer to
96.
Mick Ultra.
Yeah. I mean, I got 96 calories in this Miller Lite here. I'll take this over. The 64 any day.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah. So Miller 64, number 7. Number 6, the natural ice, the natty ice, which I love. They went out of their way here to get a generic picture of a non-labeled beer can.
Yes.
And the ice thing. You can't even get a natty ice can to put in this thing. But
it's good. It gets the job done.
It is. It's good. It's good.
Price and getting the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And the taste isn't terrible.
Exactly. Then you have number 5 here, Beer 30 Light. I've never had Beer 30, but I've heard that this is one that is like really, really cheap. Like you can get a 30 pack of this for like $10.
Oh,
so it's just like So it's like one of those like really, really cheap
Wow.
ones out there.
I probably
So
love it.
yeah.
4%. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
I'm-
pound these down. I've never had it. I'd love to give it a shot, but
Me
I've never
too.
seen it. I've never seen it in my travels
All right. We got
uh,
to take note and try to find that.
here before. Yes. Yeah. We'll add some of these to the list to search
Yeah.
for.
Pure 30 light.
And then we got number 4 here, Keystone Light, which is one of my go-to light beers.
Yes, it is.
These days. I got some in the fridge here right now.
It jumped up in price a little bit.
See? Yeah. I mean, but it's not too bad. I can still get the 15 pack for $10. So
Okay. I need
not
to
bad.
double check on that, but everything seems to be creeping up ridiculous. But yeah,
Every
Keystone
time.
Light,
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this one in the even? Why is this one in the rankings?
Well, they say Keystone Light. The criticism of the beer is largely focused on the fact that it is very watery.
Oh, I'm ahead of you.
Yeah, this beer is popular in drinking games where it's weak in taste and makes drink quickly in large volumes. Well, that's the point, people. See, all right. Number 3 is Sharps. I don't know. I don't know Sharps.
Yeah, why the fuck's it in the rank? I
Yeah,
mean,
174 votes. If
0.4%. It's
I was
not
gonna
that
say,
here.
yeah, this is like these low alcohol beers are generally lower in flavor than full body beers. The beverage period of 1989 with Miller boasting its patented ever cool brewing process to achieve a beer taste with a minimal ABV. But if this is true, with an ABV of 0.4, you're not looking at you're looking at a non-alcoholic beer.
Yes.
That is not. So I see this right here should now just throw the flag and just disqualify this whole list.
Yeah.
Even before getting
bullshit.
before getting to the final 2 beers here. I mean, we were calling BS on this list already.
Yep.
And now you're just adding to it with this. Sure. So number 2 is the Natural Light, which is another
solid
non-offensive light beer. The Natty Light.
That's in my top 10 favorites.
Yeah, I mean, this here, it's got a rating of 1.76, 2,398 votes, which, yes, people are going to probably rank this low, but it works. Gets the job done. There's no complaints about that there.
All right.
And then number 1, the last one we have here, Budweiser Select 55. A rating of 1.65 out of 630 votes, which, yes, I would not go out of my way to ever drink a Bud Select 55. And I think I've had the 55, and they did have a few years ago. I know they had it was like a Bud Select. It was a higher calorie one, but it was still like the Bud Select, and I tried it.
Okay.
And it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But
2.4%.
Still, yeah, 2.4%. But I mean, when you're ranking stuff like this as the number 1 on your worst beer list,
I'm sorry.
This is. If you're trying to get us triggered over here, which I know it was David here who's asking here. He said, "What makes it so select?" And then even Hector said, "Do they still make Bud Select? I haven't seen it in years." I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if I've seen it in my travels either, but I never actually go looking for it.
Well, it's probably just like beating a limp dick. It don't do any good.
No,
you're not going to get any results. The harder you pound on it, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. So we'll put out the call to action here right now. Hey, Andrea Vale.
Yes.
If you would like to join us here on the podcast, we'll lay down the challenge.
Where'd you get the data?
you did the list of the 25 worst beers in the world based on reviews from beer lovers. But how many of these people are actually beer lovers on Beer Advocate are usually not, because we've said this before, and even Davis said, he said people over there are very snotty when it
Yeah.
comes to
Ken's
their
and Karen.
reviews. Yeah, so if you want to join us here on
We'd be glad to have you.
podcast, we would be happy to have a discussion about it.
And then
And
we'll have her and Steph on. Because Steph probably handle her pretty well.
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
get her to
even,
flash her boobs.
Yeah. Hector said they had to bring back Keystone Ice. Yes, that was one that got discontinued a few years ago
Yes.
out there. So going through what we missed here during our list here, we are going through and going to see. Yeah. When David sent that list to me, he's like, check out this list. And I'm like 25 bad beer. I'm not even looking at it. And he's like, oh, it'd be a good, something to discuss on the podcast. And I'm like, all right, let me take a look. And then I saw it.
He's just trying to get us triggered.
I was gonna say he knows, and he knows too. When he saw the things too, he's like, how are they putting this on the list? How are they putting that on the list?
Wow.
And you see it, and you're like how, why is this stuff here, or why are the requirements so low? When you're saying, oh, it has to have 100 reviews, he's like, yes, that list sucks. Yes, we know. Yeah.
Why'd you send it, David?
I mean, I would like to. We should come up with our own, our own bad beer list.
Yeah.
Of the essentially like the best of the worst bad beer list, because
we can do our own poll. The top one worst podcast co-host. Wouldn't it be me? No. Look. Let's see. What makes it so select?
Yeah.
I'm not even putting the brain cells into that question.
Yeah. See, and even I'm surprised they didn't throw in something like a PBR in there, because that's one that always shows up in the bad beer list.
The bad thing is, when we first discussed this and you sent the list over to me, it was something we wanted to talk about early in the podcast, because I was going through it and was getting heated, and I'm like, I don't want to babble on about some of this shit, because later in the podcast, when my buzz kicks in, I start sounding like Joe Biden. I don't want to talk about this shit. Now, look, we're looking at the end. I'm freaking fucked up.
You got that. You got all that good stuff flowing through your veins. So you got that.
I was going to take it easy tonight. See what happens. Who? What's Hector do?
Never.
Do they still make Buzz Select? I haven't seen it in years. No, good thing they don't.
And David said we should spite Beer Advocate and trash all the craft beers.
Yeah.
See?
My mouse went to sleep, so I was trying to
now, wake him up. Wake him up over there.
No, I can trash all the craft beers. That list sucks. Oh, I'm caught up.
And it didn't mean to bring us down here as we
but
we wrap things. But hey, you're in a relationship with 4 Loko seltzers, so congratulations to even though they don't make those either. They don't make them anymore.
But,
but probably for the best. The world does not need the world doesn't need any more hard seltzers anymore. But I did say what I didn't bring up before, which I meant to say, was when we were talking with Steph last week, we were talking, PBR, all that stuff there. And people have been trying to find the big 180
Yes.
anniversary pack. And I've been out there looking, seeing, okay, where can I find one? And I go into the one store the other day, and I'm looking, and I see, oh look, 180. I'm like, oh wait, no, these are 30 packs.
You got bamboozled.
I did. I was like, oh, I got the 180 PBR pack. Like I found the thing. All right, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's just a 30 pack with the special
180th
pack,
anniversary.
180th anniversary labeling on it there. I was like, oh, son of a bitch, man. But still searching for that elusive 180 PBR pack. So hopefully
I gotta do some big city traveling tomorrow. So I'm gonna be hitting all the old spots and see if I can't. I'm really in search of King Cobra.
No.
So, but if they have anything great, I'll get it. But yeah, I'm going to all the big city tomorrow.
Yeah, big city searching. Which you said you never know what you'll find. David found all this good stuff in his travels. You never know what you can find. You got to get out there, as we say, get out there, get searching.
I got a
bottom
care package
shelf
going together for 40-ounce horror show.
Yeah, see, he said. David said he got King Cobra cans in Indiana.
Yeah,
he
I'm
got.
not far from Indiana.
Yeah, if you had to make the trip, you could do it.
It's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can go through, you get out there, get searching. As we always say, get searching the bottom shelf. You never know what you'll find out there. As we said, we cracked open the mystery box today with these guys here. We did the Four Loko pregame, Sour Cosmic Punch. I give that one 2 thumbs up. That's a solid drink. Next time or sometime soon, I will do the comparison with that to the can of the Four Loko pregame Warhead Sour Cosmic Punch.
Good.
Then we had the Hard Mountain Dew, the Livewire, another one. I think that's solid, a good flavor. Just get you with that artificial sweetener all the time, but
yes.
I think you can get past that and drink it no problem. It's not. It's solid. It will get the job done with that. And then the special treat that Roadhouse sent over, the High Creek fruit punch sour ale. A little too sour for me.
Yes.
But if you like sour beers, I think you'd like. I don't not like it. I can drink it. That's not a problem with it. It's just not my go-to type of beer is sours. But if you like sour beers, which a lot of people do, and if you're going down that road and you want a sour beer, this guy here can definitely work out for you.
I love how it stimulates all your taste buds.
It does. It definitely wakes you up.
Yes.
It gets you going. It gets a lot of flavors going. You start, looking around. Like, all right, this is good. It's interesting.
I'm looking
but
you have to camera.
You have to.
I got pretty good buds. You got good buds?
I do. Between that guy, some Miller Lights beforehand, Four Loko pregame.
We're gonna be the Buffalo beer guy. That's Mr. Rom.
See, we bring him in here. Bring him in.
That's our boy. He changed his name.
Yeah, I know. You got to keep up with some of these people out there.
Yeah,
they're always out there. Some of these people, they got one name, then they switch it. They got 2 names, so you never know. You never know who you're gonna find.
Yeah.
So, but I think that'll just about do us here.
I think
for this week.
We're good.
I think we got triggered on the bad beer list. Thanks to our good buddy David. Be sure to follow him at BeerGuy76 on Instagram. He always says, I switched the name for the final time, same channel.
Yeah.
Just switch his name around out there. So
Cheers to
cheers,
you,
boys.
buddy.
Let me go next. Yeah, he wants to come on. He said he wants to join us one of these days. So we'll definitely get you on here with us. Don't worry. We'll try to coordinate a beverage for us to enjoy here together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Bob,
So
it's been my pleasure. I super enjoy these live versions.
see the live. You get the people coming in here, and then tell your friends. Hit that subscribe button on the Bumwine Bob YouTube channel. We're trying to hit that 350 mark for the Manischewitz Wine Challenge as Roadhouse there cracks open another PBR to little nightcap action for him
I'm
over there.
thirsty.
It's thirsty. It's a lot of talking, man. The talking, you gotta keep yourself hydrated over there. So so what we did here this week, we got the Four Loko pregame,
Yes.
Sour Cosmic Punch. We do one last
Get you a little pool. Yeah, there you go.
see. All right. Works.
Mine
That works.
Mine disappeared.
Yeah, well, I know. That's what I said. I wanted to save it for since
I know.
we don't have this readily available, so we have to conserve.
I will be going back to the place where I got that here in the next few weeks down in the Carolinas. It's right on the border of North and South Carolina. I can't remember which side of the creek I got it, but I will find it again.
You just got to hit every store. That's it.
Yeah.
Just get out there, get searching out there. So we had the Sour Cosmic Punch pregame, the Hard Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
Livewire, and the bonus High Creek Fruit Punch Sour Ale.
High Creek.
And then don't ever forget we got our standard Miller Lite here and a
Miller
PBR on the Roadhouse side. So ooh, there we go.
Ooh, big bump.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, rate, review the podcast. As I say, I'll say one more time, subscribe on the YouTube channel. Spread the word. I kick myself for us not embracing the YouTube world years prior to see where we would have been 10 years ago if we had really grabbed the bull by the horns on the YouTube side of things. But we're doing our best out there to just keep chugging along, pushing the brand and the YouTube channel. So tell your friends the best of the worst in cheap booze is here at bumwinebob.com and I'm Bumming with Bobcat. And until next time, cheers.
Motherfuckers!